Fabulous. Okay, team. So welcome to your last coach mentorship training call. So this is number 4 of 4. So if you missed any of them along the way, we had a goal setting call. We had a call that laid out what you should be doing during your actionable income producing working time. Because I will tell you, there is a big difference between scrolling your phone and calling it work and not getting anything done, and then being really hyper focused on moving your business forward each and every day. So we have a call dedicated to what you should be doing during the time that you have allotted for your business, and that time frame is going to look different for everybody, but the actions will look the same. Then number 3, we had social media calls. So last week was all about social media, probably by far the biggest hiccup or hurdle or thing to get used to as you jump into this business, because most of us come in with that fear of rejection. We come in with that doubt of what others will think of us, and the only way to improve upon that is to learn and to do. So constantly, literally before I got on this call, I was listening to a social media training, which I'm actually going to share in our group because I feel like it's really appropriate. But I'm still doing that. I'm still evolving and constantly changing, and I've been doing this for 5.5 years. So it's just something you have to learn and do. This post I posted this morning, I was nervous posting. I was like, oh, people are going to judge me. It's okay. All you have to do is do action through it and keep going. That is the name of the game. And today, our final call, we have, we're going to share a couple things for you, and we're going to show you, and we're just going to kind of give you a vision, a forecast for what we want the next 60 days to look like, so that you can really pull back and see what your first 90 days of your business are going to look like, and then some other things to put on your horizon as we're moving forward. Can y'all see me okay?
My screen.
Okay, yeah, the screen took over and I got nervous, but I see it now. And then we're going to talk about best practices moving forward, things you need to have on your horizon as far as events, Beachbody things that you can earn, and then we'll talk about income a little bit as well.
All right, so moving forward, we showed this to you, I think, before, but if not, I'm just going to reiterate your goal setting for the next 3 months. So we want you to think about making Success Club non-negotiable. Again, Success Club means you're helping 3 new people every single month get started just like you did. The Total Solution Challenge Pack is the best bang for your buck. That's going to give them the full year access to Beachbody On Demand. It's going to get them the first month of their nutritionals, and both nutrition programs, Portion Fix and To Be Mindset. It is the best deal and the best way for them to really go all in with both their fitness and their nutrition. When you hit Success Club in your first month, that not only gets your products paid for, but it also makes you a month 1 success starter. If you can do that, hit Success Club for the first at least 3 months of your business, and 3 months in a 6-month period, you become what they call a success starter. That means you earn a free Summit ticket. Our Summit is our annual Beachbody event. It will be in St. Louis, Missouri, and next summer. You get to work out with the trainers. You get to connect with the rest of our team. You get to have the best trainers. They've had Rachel Hollis. They've had Gary Vee. They've had incredible guest speakers. It's awesome. You get a free ticket to that. And even better, what they started doing this year is that you also get an exclusive test group spot in an upcoming program. So they're getting ready to launch 9-Week Control Freak with Autumn Calabrese. That's coming out in December. There are people in the test group now who get to see that program and go through the entire program before anybody else. So becoming a success starter is huge. And also, again, there's no quotas. There's nothing in this business that feels pressure. But I will tell you, if you make that a non-negotiable in your business, it is the quickest way to know I'm building my business and I'm moving it forward. That has been just a good marker along the way for us. We've been in this business, like Jessica said, 5.5 years, and then we've just decided, hey, we're doing this every single month, and that has continually moved us forward. Now, if you're somebody who was like myself, I needed a way to earn extra money. I needed to see the nitty-gritty of what does that equate to in dollars for me to do this. So this is what we have it laid out for you. I think a good goal for everybody that we want to celebrate is when you make your first $1,000, okay? And we're going to show you what this actually tangibly looks like. I'm somebody who likes to look at the numbers, who likes to look at the visuals. So when you get somebody set up as a coach or VIP customer, meaning they sign up as a coach just like you, it could be just somebody who wants to enjoy the 25% off discount. Cool. You get a $50, they call it a fast start bonus. every time you sign somebody up with a challenge pack as a VIP customer, that's what you get. It's equivalent to the commissions, but you get $50. If you can help 3 to 5 new people. If you help 5 people, that's $250. When you sign up 5 coaches in 5 weeks, they give you an extra double fast start bonus of $100. We did not know this existed when we started, but it is a great way of earning additional income. So if you can help 5 people in your first month or second month or whenever, $350. Boom, right out of the gates, okay? Again, if you can continue to do this in the second month, you get that same amount. Plus any of the residuals when people stay on. People love Energize, people love collagen, people love Shakeology. You're going to continue to earn that residual income as well. So that continues to add up. And then again, rinse and repeat, month 3, same thing. When you hit $1,000, track. Remember, it shows every Thursday what you earned. Track how you're doing in this business. When you earn your first $1,000, please let us know so we can celebrate you, because that's something huge and that's pretty amazing. And again, as we rank up your goal, we want to help you become Emerald. That's you plus 2 coaches. If you continue to add coaches like this, the next rank up is Diamond. And all Diamond means that that's a point where you're really maximizing the income potential in this business. And instead of earning $14 per team cycle bonus, you're going to earn $18, which doesn't sound like a lot, like a $4 difference, but it adds up. And our job as your business mentors is to teach you how to be the most profitable, how to set you up for long-term success. This is how you do it. So again, we have plenty of time between now and the end of the month. And your goal, let's go see if we can help at least 3 to 5 people this month, and try to keep that in your mind, like every single month, that if I really want to push my business and I really want to take it to the next level, that's the goal that we're shooting for. Okay.
So looking ahead with some other Beachbody things. So we talked about Success Starter, and then looking ahead towards what you should be inviting to. So like to say, we have like almost a week and a half. The end of the month is on Friday of next week, because Saturday is technically the 31st, but it's Halloween. So people are probably not going to be thinking about joining a challenge group. So for us, between now and next Friday, we want to make sure that we have a locked in, at minimum, Success Club 5, or helping 3 new people get started with a total solution. Our next group has a day 1 starting on November 9th. We always back up our last day to order a week prior so that people have time to get their stuff in the mail. It also gives them time for you to send them their welcome email. They can go through their Get Started Right. And then that Thursday, just how you came into your group this month, we plug everyone into the group, and then we do a prep Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to get people ready to go. So last day to order is November 2nd, that Monday, and then we will start official day 1 on the 9th. Now for this group, we're going to be moving into our BOD group app. We did it on Facebook this month. Beachbody has something that is like a private close. You may have seen it within your interfaces. It's just a BOD group. So it's just like what we do on Facebook, but it's in its own special app. And you will get an email invite to that as a coach admin, so that you can then invite your clients to it as well. We have kind of bounced back and forth between the BOD group app and Facebook this year, but we really feel like this is going to be a stronger interface moving forward. So we're going to start with that in November. So you'll be a coach admin. You'll be able to plug your people in using this group. So we'll talk more about it, just a heads up. And then looking forward, 2021 Success Club trip. So we'll put this link in our thread. We can also put it in the chat group here. Every year, Beachbody hosts an event that is actually a free vacation. And when I say free vacation, I mean earned vacation. So when you hit Success Club every month, you are earning trip dollars. Whether or not you know it, you will be earning trip dollars towards a vacation that Beachbody will host. The first year that Raquel and I came into this, we did not know this was a thing either, but we were already working towards earning it. We just had no idea. But these trips get filled very quickly. So you have to be on the wait list to make sure that you earn your spot. As a new coach in your first year of business, you will go into a separate pool of earning the spot onto the trip. So if you're hitting Success Club consistently, there's a very good chance you'll get invited, because this is not a trip that you can just like, oh, well, I'll just pay the amount that I should have earned. You have to be hitting Success Club in order to qualify to go. You can't just pay to go on the trip. You have to earn it, if that makes any sense. We have been a couple different places. We've been to the Dominican. We went on a cruise. This upcoming year, we're going to Unico. The trips are so fun. They have workouts, but honestly, it's just a vacation. There is a lot of Beachbody stuff going on, but you're just there to relax and to have fun. It is such a good time, and I highly, highly, highly recommend. Raquel and I hardly ever take our husbands to events because they're just not into it, but we always take them on this trip because it's like our vacation. It's like a couples retreat, I feel like, because the coaches that are on our team, we all take our husbands, and it's just like this big couples retreat. And it's a super good time. And you can also take your family, put yourself on the wait list. You can always decide later whether or not you want to go. You don't have to commit to going, but if you're on the wait list, it at least gives you the opportunity to decide if it's something you want to do.
All right, so just a few things as we move forward. We want to share with you our best tips and practices moving forward to help you really be successful. So let's just talk about the elephant in the room called time management, because I know that none of us jumped into this business because we just had extra time on our hands, that we just like wanted to start something new, right? We are all busy. I 100% believe if you're on this call listening to the recording, you are a busy woman who is trying to fit it all in. I get that. However, let me just go ahead and say this with love. Busy is an excuse. Just don't let it be an excuse ever. I truly, truly believe words have so much power, and busy is disempowering, right? When I say busy, I feel overwhelmed. I feel stuck. I just feel like anxious. Or automatically when I say that word, I feel a weight of stress. So I try to remove that from my vocabulary. And I like to think of it as my life is so full of amazing things. Sometimes I struggle with how to prioritize it in the best way. That feels more empowering. I'm taking control back of my time, and I know that I get to decide how I'm going to manage it well. What I would encourage you to do: set working hours and plan out your schedule for the week. So I like to look on Sunday evenings. What do I have on the week ahead? When do my kids have soccer practice, dance practice? Who needs to be where and what? Does anybody have any dentist appointments? What is it? Look and see what are my commitments that I have to schedule in. Then see where can I block out an hour of time to work my business, right? Could I do it early in the morning before my family is awake? Could I do it on lunch when my kids are eating? Can I do it after they go to bed at night? When can I have a designated time where I can truly focus? Because if I do not plan for it, it won't happen. Life gets busy. Other things take my attention. I look to the end of the day and like, did I do anything to move my business forward? Yes or no? So plan it out, schedule it. And then here's the kicker: honor it and make sure you build boundaries around your priorities to prevent burnout. This business is super fun. I love it. It's awesome. There was a time, however, where I felt overwhelmed with all the things that I had to do. And if you don't get caught up in the scroll, it can be like I'm working my business, but really my head was in my phone. And I had to have a very good come to Jesus meeting with myself and realize I can't have my head in my phone all day. That's not honoring my priorities. That's not me being the wife that I want to be, the present mom that I want to be. So when I'm working, I'm working. When I'm unplugged and I'm with my family, I'm unplugged and with my family. I just want to tell you that right now because we've made those mistakes and we don't want any of you to do that either. So I also think it's important that you let your spouse, significant other, family members know what you're doing. Communicate that. So for me, when I was building this business in the evenings, I would do it when my kids went to sleep, and I would just tell my husband like, hey babe, as much as I would love to binge and watch Netflix with you on the couch, can you give me an hour for me to work my business? I'll come back at 9:30. We can watch a show, but can you give me that hour to really have focused hour of time? He understood. We worked through it. Now, if I had just been on the couch trying to watch and looking at my phone, he probably would have been annoyed. And I say that because he was. Okay. So again, build boundaries around your priorities. Mark out when your time is for working your business, and then communicate it with your people and why you're doing this. And that brings me to the last one. Remember why you've chosen to build this business. Our very first call that we had together, we said, what's the vision? And again, in the beginning, it might just be fun money. It might just be like, I want to get my nails done. I want to go to Target, and I don't want to feel like, oh, I'm taken away from the family budget. For me, it was like, man, if I can earn $500 for daycare and diapers, I will feel a little bit of stress alleviated from us. Over time, that vision has grown. And I can tell you, a lot of women come into this business and they have little visions of what they want to achieve. And I'm like, that's cool. Fun spending money at Target. I'm down for that. Let's do it. And as they continue to grow, their vision grows bigger, and they have bigger things for what they want to achieve. That's awesome. Maybe you just want to make $500 a month because it will help pay for groceries or your car payment or insurance, whatever. That's fine. But remember why you've chosen to build this business. Place it on a vision board. write it on your mirror, place it where you will see it every day, because life will not slow down for you to build this business. 100%. I know that. It's never going to be like, now's the perfect time. Life has gotten less busy. Now I can do it. It won't. If anything, I just feel like life continues to just get busier and busier the older I get. So be intentional with your time. I'm beating a dead horse. I know I've said that, but I really, really want you to figure out, when are you going to plug in? When are you going to build this business? Communicate with your family, set those boundaries, and really remember why. One of my most favorite quotes from Tony Robbins is, if you talk about it, it's a dream. If you envision it and visualize what it'll be like, it's possible. But if you schedule it in, that's when it becomes real. And in my own life, I have found that to be true. I can have these big grand plans and, oh, that'll be awesome. I visualize it, but if I don't actually set a plan for how I'm going to achieve it and when, it just stays, that'd be cool if that could happen. Okay.
Okay, so above all, and we talked about this in our first call as well, mindset is everything. You cannot outwork a bad mindset. So if you feel like you're feeling negative, you're worried about the no, somebody told you no, and you let it affect you, you have got to reset. You've got to be able to bounce back. However, don't expect to do that on your own. Don't expect to have like this mental grit when you start your business, because that's not natural. That's not what we naturally fall into. We naturally fall into comparison. We naturally fall into, oh my gosh, someone said no to me. It must mean that this business is not meant for me. Oh my gosh, somebody is judging me for what I'm doing. I'm just going to throw in the towel and I'm going to hide under my sheets. That is natural. So we have to be working on the opposition in order to reverse that. Just like our workouts every day, just like you brush your teeth every day, just like you take a shower every day, you have to work on your mindset every day, because it's not just going to be a one and done situation. It's not you read one book and then you're a genius and then you feel all the confidence. It's something that is a practice, just like any other healthy behavior. So this is just something you're adding into your healthy behavior arsenal. Here are some sources that you can kind of start with to jump off with. National Wake Up Calls for Team Beachbody. So if you look up the Coach 411 page, it's a like page on Facebook. We can share it. It hosts a national wake up call every Monday morning. It's 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, so adjusting for your time zones. And it plays live. It plays a live Zoom recording. They also post the recording. It stays up on the page, so you can go back and watch it at any time. And it's also on a podcast. It's called Team Beachbody Podcast. Before they did it on the live page there, they only had it on the podcast. And for me as a new coach, that is where I learned 90% of what I was doing, because I had no idea what was going on. I was not in any sort of training like this. I was just kind of floundering around. I listened to every single one of those national wake up calls, and that is how I learned this business. That's how I learned confidence. I would listen to their stories on what they were doing and how they had become successful, and I would just listen and listen and listen and take it all in. And that taught me so much as a new coach. And then Team VIP, we have weekly team calls for you as well. Every Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 30-minute call, whether it's training, motivation, or a mix in between. Sometimes it's Raquel and I leading, sometimes it's other leaders on Team VIP, sometimes it's people from outside of the network pulling in, but it's always something that's going to leave you better and better equipped to handle your week ahead. 1,000%, if you can get on them live and make them a priority, it will make your business better. Listening to the recording is great, but try not to make it a habit. If you can at all make it happen live, I promise you it will do your business justice. And then here's some books that we recommend to get started with as well. So Rock Your Network Marketing Business is the one that we sent you in your welcome email. It's super quick read, and it is about network marketing, so it kind of pulls in. If you look over here, Get Over Your Damn Self, You Are a Badass, Fear is My Homeboy. These are great books if you feel like you need that belief, that confidence. I know You Are a Badass was one of the first books I read as a new coach, and it helped just kind of get over my mindset and get over my fears and realize that the only way to get over it was to do it and just kind of fold forward from there. All three of those are great for confidence and mindset. I would read them all, but kind of pick the order that you want. The 1% Rule and Slight Edge, these are great practical and tactical books that are giving you that business brain and that are giving you that business mindset and being truth. Like, it doesn't take a whole lot in order to be successful, but it does take consistent effort over time. The difference between people succeeding in this business and not succeeding in this business is whether or not you stick to it. going for your first 30 days, your first 60 days, your first 90 days. After 90 days is our first big fall off. That is when we first have people fall off and they're like, oh, this isn't as easy as I thought it was, or oh, something, an obstacle jumped up in my life, I'm moving, or life got busy at work, or oh, I had something happen in my family, it's taking my attention. The first time you hit that big obstacle, if you go through it and you choose to make this business a priority, will determine whether or not you have long-term success. That is the factor. You staying on top of your mindset, you staying in phase one of your journey, and you continuing to be consistent is the only difference of whether or not you'll have success. And knowing that gives you so much power, because it's just a matter of when. It's not a matter of if. You will be successful if you refuse to quit. No if, ands, or buts about it. Raquel and I have seen ourselves and enough coaches come in and out on this team to tell you that that is 100% factual. And then there's a lot of other books that we will kind of reference and talk to you about. We always have podcasts or things that we're sharing in our coach pods, but we are constantly working on mindset, because again, just like your workouts, your showers, you're brushing your teeth, you're washing your face, you have to do it daily, because you're going to come up against obstacles daily that are going to challenge you, that are going to push you back, that are going to make your ego go, ooh, and you've got to have that strong confidence coming out on the other side, knowing that you're stronger than anything else that you're going to say.
All right. And final thing before we leave is that your success in this business, Jessica just told you, if you decide I'm going to plug in, I'm going to keep going, I'm going to push through, and I'm going to stay consistent, your success will be inevitable. 100%. I talked about it before. Like, that should be a core belief. That's one of my affirmations that you say to yourself over and over and over. My success is inevitable, but it's not immediate. And that's the kicker, because we live in a society, I really feel like we used to be in a crockpot society where we put things in, we realized it was going to take 4 to 8 hours on low. Now we got the Instapot and we expect everything to be done quickly. Everything we want is at the palm of our hands. Even Amazon. I'm at a place where Amazon is like literally a few miles from my home. I can order something right now and it'll be delivered this evening. That's insane. So I feel like somewhere along the way, we forgot that in order to build something worthwhile, it takes time. So we want to be very clear with you. When you treat your business like a business, it will pay you like one. This isn't a get in and get rich quick. Obviously, that's not the case, or has not been the case for me or Jessica. We have shown up and treated it like a business every single day. Meaning, if I were to just take a month off because life got busy or it was the holidays, that would be like if I owned a franchise, if I owned a Subway, which I have one down the street, and I just decided, you know what, for the whole month of November, I got a lot going on. It's the holidays. I need to do Christmas shopping. I'm just going to close it down. I'll come back in December or January. You wouldn't get paid, right? And it's the same thing for this business. The cool thing is we get to do it in the comfort of our own home, but you got to treat it like a business. The Compound Effect, that's another book, similar to the Slight Edge that we always recommend. The Compound Effect will show up. It's doing the daily things day in and day out, day in and day out. And you're like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I'm not seeing any difference. But the compound effect of continuing to do the successful things day in and day out suddenly adds up. And you look back and you're like, wow, I really have built a successful business because I just stayed consistent in the daily things every single day. And like Jessica said, don't give up before your miracle. We see so many people come in. That's the hardest part of this business. I see so much potential in everybody. I truly believe if you're listening to this call, if you've joined our team, that was for a reason, a divine purpose. You didn't just stumble here by accident. Everyone has so much potential to really be successful, but I see so many people hit one stumbling block, maybe miss a goal, maybe life gets hard, and then they quit before their miracle. And you never know when that miracle is going to come, right? That's just keep going, because you never know when you're making that next step, you never know when your business will explode. So don't give up before you get to experience that miracle. A few final tips is comparison. We know comparison is a thief of joy, but in this business, it is so easy to look around you, see other people on our team, see other people on other teams, who are maybe just like exploding, having massive success. And you can look at it and look at yourself and be like, wow, I'm not there. right? Of maybe this business isn't for me. And I will tell you, I have to tell myself to this every single day, is keep my blinders on, focus on my journey, my business, and what I'm doing. Because I can look and see people who started at the same time as me. And while I've had success, their success is 10 times bigger than mine. Or worse, I can see people who started years behind me and have already surpassed me and laughed me around the block. And it would be so easy to get discouraged and be like, dang, what am I doing wrong? But I have to remind myself, I'm on my own path. I'm on my own journey, and my success is inevitable. So I really want you to think about that, feel that, and repeat that mantra to yourself. And again, while we get to do this business in the comfort of our own homes, you're not alone in this. So please stay plugged into our team. I truly believe we have the best team in all of Beachbody. We will give you the best community of support and encouragement and resources, but you got to do your part and stay connected. We have our big team VIP page. Check in there. I mean, people are in there constantly being like, hey, I got to work out today. Who wants to join our Zoom link and jump on a workout with me, right? There's people there. That's where we're sharing. We're going live. We're sharing about our team calls. Stay plugged in. Don't allow yourself to feel like you're an island on your own, because you have us as your team supporting you. If not virtually, that's okay. We do in-person events too, but stay connected. Join our team calls. You have our coach pods. We'll have you in another coach pod after this month, but make sure that you stay connected so that you're not feeling alone. I would also encourage you to find a partner to run with. Okay, now that's not always possible, but Jessica and I started around the same time, right? And so it is so nice to find somebody that you can, when you're up or when you're down, they're up, and vice versa. If you can find somebody that you connect with, maybe in the same season of your life, to say, hey, we're doing this. I'm not gonna let you quit. I'm not gonna let you quit. Let's go. It makes all the difference in the world. And you may not have that person yet. You know, sometimes it takes a couple months in the business before you like start connecting on the team page and our team message pods. But if I could encourage you to find somebody to run, it will make this whole journey more fun. Okay. And then finally, team success tips. Jessica and I always say this: start building a team. Okay, start building a team that you can do this with. Maybe you don't have close girlfriends that live by. Maybe you have college friends that you can reach out to and say, hey, I started this. I'm really excited about it. Is this something you'd be open to learning more about? And start building your team now, because it is so much more fun when you have a group of people that are all engaged and wanting to connect, run your groups together, and run together. And Jessica and I always say, had we not started building a team early in that first year of our business, we probably would have quit on ourselves. Because I'm going to be very honest with you, I am quick to quit on myself. But when I know there are other people counting on me to show up, I will show my butt up, right? I don't know why that is. I wish I had the same commitment to myself, but the fact that I have a team waiting on me, encouraging me, supporting me, if I don't show up, they will know. That makes me show up. So I would encourage you to start building your team now. It can be so easy to be like, well, I don't know anything. I wouldn't be able to train anybody. You don't have to. That's where we come in as your mentors. You can plug into our team training here until you feel good and confident and ready to go on your own. But start building that team as soon as possible, because it makes it so much more fun and a more enjoyable process to grow your business. All right. Any last questions before we end? Before we end our call. Let me stop sharing. There we go.
I do have a question. So I'm working on looking for those girls and trying to build my team right now, but until I'm able to do that and kind of run my own groups, are we able to, the clients and the friends that we sign up, add them into y'all's existing groups that y'all are doing each month?
Yes, absolutely.
And does that, is that the same for like the coach mentorship too? Like if it were someone who wanted to go the coach route, I can include them in the mentorship y'all are putting on?
Yes.
Absolutely. Definitely your first couple of people, your first couple of coaches, let us help, kind of mentor alongside you. That way you kind of figure out and learn as you go. Same thing with the challenge group. It's so much easier your first one or two groups to just add your clients in, see how it goes, be able to check in with them, and then kind of go from there.
Okay. Thank you.
Anything else? Erin, you got anything? You good? Okay. Awesome. Well, I will also post this recording in our team message pod. And again, if you have us, we're going to be pushing in there for the rest of the month for you to the end of the month. And then we'll have October 31st, we'll give you options for what to do moving forward. Cool. Anything else, Jess? We good?
Super excited.
All right.
All right, y'all have a great day. Toodaloo team.
Just want to tell y'all thank you.